What is scope in JavaScript? Welcome to techtok. So I like to think of scope almost like you're in a house and every room has its own scope. So in JavaScript, most code blocks start and end with a curly bracket. And you can almost always think of those as a block of code. So every time you start an if statement, for example, that whole if statement is considered a block of code. If it's an if-else statement, then each one of those individual blocks of code become its own scope. A function creates its own scope when you open and close those curly brackets. You may have heard of global scope. That's pretty much your entire JavaScript file. So when you hear about global versus local scope, global is talking about the entire JavaScript file, meaning that whatever variable you're trying to access is accessible through the entire code. But local scope means that the variable got created within an individual block of code and is only accessible to that and anything inward. So you may have an if statement inside of a function. So if you have a variable in a function, then it's also accessible in